I just thought I'd do a little video blog this weekend. I come down with mum and dad and a couple of friends down to Wales, and I've come to a friend of mine's house who lives in Betws-y-Coed. He owns the Alpine coffee shop. They're our oldest customer, been supplying them since about 2007. And Yasha is an incredible artist conservationist and lives on the most spectacular hill. The view is amazing. I just thought I had to show you guys. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? It's absolutely incredible. Yasha's fantastic, beautiful little house here in Betws-y-Coed. The most eclectic, amazing house I think I've ever been to. The guy is an inspiration. I was going to do a little interview with Yasha yesterday, but we got far too full of wine, far too caught up in our conversation, and just ran out of time. And I was going to do some video of us going to see our friend who lives somewhere in the moorlands of Wales in the middle of a mountain. We went to go and see some of these puppies, so cute, little flatcoat puppies. I did get some footage of that I'll put in after this video because everybody loves seeing puppies. But I just wanted to talk briefly about something that has occurred to me over the last couple of years, and that is the role of serenity in business and success, and also understanding animals for the lessons that they can teach us. I think animals are great teachers, and I've been involved in conservation for many years. Before I started the chocolate business, I actually worked at a falconry centre voluntary in Hagley, so I got to spend time with eagles, owls, all sorts of other birds of prey, and learnt a lot from them. And I've always had dogs and lots of other animals around me, and I think the biggest thing I've always felt that they can teach us, and something that I've always believed is quite transferable into your own personal life, and especially into business, is animals are just happy because they are. They live in the moment. They don't focus on things that may have been or yet to come. One of my favourite quotes of all time is from Lao Tzu, the ancient philosopher, ancient Chinese philosopher, who said, if you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. And if you're at peace, you're living in the present. And that's, I think, what animals are. You know, they're so happy, they're content, they don't wish for more all the time. They're not constantly caught up in this, kind of process of seeking something else. Well, my dog's caught up in hunting after the barbecue for food. But I think this is such a great lesson, and I would applaud any of you to go and spend a bit of time with your animals, out in the garden, whether it's dogs or rabbits, whatever it is, and just take a look at them, watch them and see how serene and calm they are just because they're living in the moment. And I think one of the greatest showing or ways that they show compassion is I see a lot of videos of street dogs that are rescued, and even after they've been tortured, tongues cut out, ears cut off, I mean, some of the most awful stuff you can imagine, and can't understand how anybody can do that to any animal. They still forgive, and they still forget, and they still move on with their life, and they're still compassionate towards the humans around them. They don't hold some sort of long thought out grudge. So I think it's very important because, we humans, we spend too much time overthinking. We spend too much time thinking about what was and what could be and worrying. And the Buddhists have a great saying that an unmeditated mind is crazy. They say, imagine a monkey in a jungle. And now imagine a crazy monkey. And imagine that crazy monkey's drunk. And he's running around and causing havoc. And that is what an unmeditated mind is. And meditation, people make up as this big esoteric thing. People don't know where to start. They think it's something you have to go off and learn, or sit in a mountain under a waterfall in some orange clothes and become something else. Now, all meditation is the process of closing your eyes in a quiet space and trying as best as you can to clear your mind. Now, in the first couple of seconds, couple of minutes, that's actually relatively easy to do, but it gets more and more difficult. And what you have to do is, as a thought comes into your mind, it could be something about your day, it could be something that's going to happen tomorrow, it could be about a friend. A thought will pop into your head, and all you've got to do is recognize that that has happened, grasp the thought, and then let it go. Now, push it away out of your mind. It's sort of imagine that thought almost disappearing. And once you repeat that process over and over and over again, you become more practiced at it. It becomes easier, and you go from a couple of minutes meditation, 5 minutes a day, every couple of days, to being able to do it for half an hour, up to an hour every single day. And there are so many health benefits. They're now saying it's the best cure for depression, anxiety, or psychological disorders. There's so many reasons to meditate, so little reasons why not to. So go out, spend some time with your animals, and when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling caught up in your own life, just remember that you're only seconds, minutes away from calm and serenity. And the only reason you're feeling like that, angry, depressed, whatever it is, I've been there many times over my business journey. And just remembering that a little bit of meditation, a little bit of mindfulness can bring you right back to square one. So I would encourage anybody in any walk of life who's struggling or who wants more of a balanced life and wants to be able to sort of focus and aim at one thing and one direction, to at least just try meditation. And I'll put a little bit of information in the description below, and a couple of links as well.
Wee. Time for my clothes. Oh, you.
Hello. Hello.
This little one, I like this little one. Is this a boy? Oh. Good boy. Yeah, that was quite big. What? What is it? Open.
Dog love. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Completely clean face now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little video of the puppies. We're going to go back in a couple of weeks and see them, and they're more grown, and hopefully it won't be absolutely pouring with rain, and I'll actually be able to show you where we were in the Welsh Hills. I'm back home now, and having a little sit out in the garden. I've got a busy week lined up this week, lots and lots of things, and then I'm down south in London for this weekend. But this week I'm actually going to get around to editing some content that I've had for you guys. We've got the interviews with Mike, Ben Hanlon, the words from Theo, and I've also got a great interview with a up-and-coming house producer and DJ to put up. We did a little interview with him a couple of weeks ago at Rainbow. So that's all to come up. Thank you guys so much for listening.